Okay, I need to respond to a comment that I made on one of my videos. Now that I'm going to get that in a second. I was, when I compared myself to John Holmes. Now John Holmes was an adult, adult actor. Oh, I don't know what, back in the '70s or something. He's been dead for quite a while. He actually died from complication from AIDS. And if you want to get the full story on him, his wife actually wrote a book. Because one of my customers actually showed me the book that his wife had wrote, explaining his life. But that comment I made was a couple of years ago. I was buying a pair of shoes. I said a lot of times when when I buy shoes, I'll get them my feet are like 10 and a half, and I'll get like size 11 shoes. Just there's a myth that a guy's foot is a correlation between the size of his feet or the size of his hands. Some chicks will look at the guy's hands and say, well, his boy body part is going to be big if he's got big hands or his big feet. Now the comparison I made. Now I've got video. It's from the John Holmes films that I think I've still got them because I've lost so much stuff. I've had hard drives crash with a lot of stuff I had on there and ended up losing a lot of stuff. So I'm not 100% sure I still got it. I'm going to check sometime. If somebody wants his work, I've got a bunch of real old stuff that I just downloaded as a torrent. And if somebody wants it, let me know, and I'll check and see if I've still got it. And if you provide me a thumb drive, if you're over the age of consent, if you're a legal adult, if you're a kid, I'm not gonna provide that for you because we'll both get in trouble if I do that. But like I said, if you want it, let me know. But like I said, what I did, I watched some of John Holmes stuff, and he's got smaller feet than I do. I don't know, but I've got bigger feet than John Holmes. But my boy body part is, let's say it does a job, but it's not. I wouldn't seriously compare it to John Holmes because John Holmes was probably about 2 or 3 inches longer than I am. That's the one thing I say about that. Still trying to keep this, still trying to keep my channel kid friendly. But you must have been watching my videos from way back, or just found one that that I had made randomly or something. But that was like 2 or 3 years ago. I was over at Goodwill. I bought a pair of like size 11 shoes. I'll go to Goodwill on Tuesdays when they're like 25% off for anybody over 55. I got those shoes for $5 or $6. I don't know if I still got them or not, because I bought a lot of shoes that sometimes I'll wear them, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I just keep them as spares and end up getting not lost, but they're here somewhere if I just want to make the effort to find them. But anyway, yeah, that's. Said I'm not quite the size that John Holmes was, but I'm not an adult film star either. Okay, let's make it interesting. Love y'all. Bye-bye.